Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, 4th November 2025, Aries. It will be stimulating for you today. You feel great and have no trouble channeling the energy for your activities. Don't be surprised if you encounter some resistance. Creative as your ideas are, they may not suit everyone. In fact, you may confront some rebelliousness. Be persuasive and surely you'll get your way. Taurus, today time will freeze and even seem to go backward. Use this pause to reflect on your motivations. The astral clues seem to suggest that you're currently settling questions that concern the fate of another person. Perhaps you should be spending an equal amount of time considering your own fate as well. Gemini, be careful not to lose your temper today. You're champing at the bit of these days, though your daring nature has been restrained by financial and professional constraints. It's useless to entertain grandiose illusions at the moment. Moreover, you can expect some confrontations if you try. If you're advised to be more conservative, then please heed that suggestion. Cancer, the climate is tense today and you'll be aware of a feeling of restlessness and a longing for change, but you'll also be reluctant to make any real moves in that direction. Your judgment tells you that the complaints that don't lead to action are meaningless, so why not be the catalyst that provokes some action? Leo, you can interpret the day ahead as an open-minded question about you. You may have noticed certain physical or psychological aspects that you're uncomfortable with. The day ahead may force you to take action to correct that attitude. You'll accomplish a great deal if you share your concerns with a friend or relative. Virgo, sometimes people may reproach you for being less than tactful in relationships. The planetary positions are going to help you be more sensitive and you'll feel like you suddenly have so much greater capacity for listening. Whether or not it's true, others have the impression that you're no longer so self-centered. Libra, you have an unusual gift for making a situation seem less dramatic. With today's astral energy, you'll witness crises of all kinds. You'll be the one who reassures people and is able to sum up the situation objectively without panic or exaggerating. This, coupled with your legendary calm, makes for a great combination. Scorpio, dare to express your ideas without fear and ridicule. This is what the planetary configuration has to say about you today. This is exactly what you like, because fear of ridicule is generally your downfall. The challenge for you is to say what you think clearly without borrowing the ideas of others. Please, dare to do it. Sagittarius, if you felt the desire to write something, now is the time to do it. You certainly don't lack imagination. Your problem may be that you have difficulty taking your prose seriously. Don't think so seriously about being a writer. Just write and let people read what you write. A writer's group would be a great way for you to come out of hiding. Capricorn, you may have some strong hesitation during the day. You may have to cover up the truth or say it out loud. If so, say what's on your mind. You'll be supported by the planets, which will help you formulate your ideas in a way that won't shock people. In fact, you might even sway some of them into your point of view. Aquarius, there are moments when your clear thinking reveals your tremendous maturity. You're not a dreamer, so it's difficult to lead you into ambiguous situations. If you currently have sentimental affairs going on, this would be an excellent day to take stock, but try not to be too cold-hearted. Pisces, in the past few days you may have felt somewhat frustrated in your initiatives, either outside obstacles such as events that cause delays or inner restraints such as your apathy presented a clear challenge. Before you can make any real progress, certain matters must be resolved. The day ahead may give you an opportunity to finally settle these issues. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, 4th November 2025. Do have yourself a great and wonderful day.
I love my job. Good morning, guys. What's going on? You guys all right? Wonderful. Well, as you can see, we're enjoying some awesome view this beautiful morning. And just mere fact that you're one of our viewers, we don't get to do it alone. You get to wake up to that awesome view as well. Now, ain't that a privilege? Welcome to our morning show. Let's see what our news department has got. We'll be back.
Good morning. Time now for the news. My name is Timothy Polio. Maritime officials are sounding the alarm as St. Lucia's waters become increasingly perilous. 14 lives have been lost in boating-related incidents since 2014. Now, with maritime safety under intense scrutiny, industry leaders and boat operators have charted a new course for reform at the National Maritime Symposium, determined to turn the tide on tragedy.
We know the cruise ship season is on the verge of opening. In fact, this month we have the GPH in terms of how boats would operate within the harbour, and there will be new guidelines, new standards that we are enforcing to ensure we can have a more effective and a more efficient boating sector.
The Soufrière Regional Development Foundation, SRDF, was one of the stakeholders at the meeting. The foundation is responsible for managing 3 jetties in Soufrière and works hand in hand with the Soufrière Marine Management Organization. Administrative Manager Cyril Saltiber says one of the challenges that the foundation faces in the maritime sector is security for locals and also for guests. We continue the broadcast with news that all eyes were on Lafag playing field on Sunday as the SLP unveiled their newly endorsed candidate for Joselle Saltiber's Kirsten Charles. Charles is taking his mission to the national stage, promising youth empowerment, agricultural development, and a bold vision to unlock the full potential of the Southwest.
When I was an electrician, I didn't just wire houses. I helped you keep your lights on when the disconnectors kept knocking. And my friends, every one of those acts, every fundraiser, every house wired, was not just an act of service. It was a brick. It was a brick being laid in the foundation of trust.
Charles emphasized the importance of politicians earning the trust of constituents and delivering on campaign promises. He contrasted his vision with a lack of development under the opposition and vowed to be a man of action, not feeble words. He outlined his plans for the constituency and urged residents for their support. We continue the broadcast with news that the High Court has rejected Mr. Alan Chastney's bid to hold St. Lucia's Citizenship by Investment Program, CIP. The court ruled that the application lacked verifiable evidence and served no useful purpose, as the government had already suspended the disputed projects. Investment Minister Dr. Ernest Hilaire welcomed the ruling, saying it vindicates the government's handling of the program and its decision to end the CIP's infrastructure option.
If you read the judgment, the judge has already signaled a number of grounds on which the injunction was not granted. And, a major observation by her or statement by her is that a lot of the evidence that was provided was speculative. I mean, he was saying things that happened in other countries and assuming and claiming that they were also happening in St. Lucia. And he would have to come and really prove it. And we've always said those matters and Martinez matters had nothing to do with St. Lucia.
The judge ordered Mr. Chastney to pay the costs of the unsuccessful application to the defendants. The primary judicial review case, which challenges the legality of how the CIP agreements are administered, is set to be heard for the first time on January the 26th of 2026. Finally, from us this morning, championing press freedom and transparency, Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Ernest Hilaire says the government remains committed to supporting a strong and independent media landscape, one free from political control and interference.
When people talk about the conscience of society, in many ways the media serves as a conscience of society. They are the ones, who really on a daily basis have to hold those with power in check and accountable by asking the right questions and doing research and really being able to come out there and to present information and to hold, like I say, authorities accountable. And you don't ever want government, in all societies where governments control the media, it's not a very healthy democracy.
Speaking at Monday's pre-cabinet press briefing, Dr. Hilaire emphasized that the media plays an essential role in safeguarding democracy and must be given the resources and respect needed to thrive. That's the news. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Join us at noon for our next News Major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polion. Good morning.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a break. We'll be back now. The Do Nation Foundation is definitely getting a little bit more substantial with its other tier. That's where we're taking care of the men. And they've got another forum that is coming up It's coming up pretty soon, actually. Here's Diane with all the information. Here with Diane from Donation Foundation. You know already, that's our adoptee. I don't know if that's a word, Google it. But nonetheless, we are talking about we elevating, certainly elevating. We've been doing a lot with the ladies. We've been doing a lot with the girls.
Yes.
And finally, the fellas have something to look forward to,
Yes,
Diane. Now,
yes.
that is with much excitement. Even me, I'm excited because I normally feel a little kind of way when every time we do things, it's for the ladies. And the fellas just, they're like, oh boy, nobody ain't checking for them. You understand? So I'm happy we are now, I'm heading into something specifically geared at a
As
space
our
for the men.
Yes. It's actually the component of Donation Foundation is the Father's Rise.
Nice.
And we are working with future fathers, father figures, so the uncles, the cousins, you know, you don't have to be a father. But you know, as long as you're a father figure in someone's lives, you are a father. So we started with that initiative during the time of COVID, and now it's really growing because a lot of our men are coming on board to lead the charge. And we had our first forum back in August at the Bay Gardens Hotel. We had about 50 men, and they were like, "We need more of this."
Right.
And here we are with a second component. We will be having our panel discussion on Wednesday, the 5th of November at the Blue Coral Conference Room. And of course, our men will be speaking about turning men or boys into good men. So we are looking at our panelists, Father Albert. We are looking at Mr. Clary, Donald Clary. We are also looking at Mr. Kistner from Ministry of Labor. And it promises to be a very exciting time. So we are inviting our men to come and be part of the discussion. And of course, we will be having students of the St. Mary's College being part of that discussion as well. And as to how we can go back to a society where our men felt empowered, our men were part of our development. I feel good when, you know, I have my husband around. I feel like I have a lot of strength. And that is something that a lot of women, our society is looking for and is seeking. And that is why we are starting our men's movement to really take our country to another level.
Right. You mentioned the St. Mary's College boys are going to be there. It is not just limited to them, is it?
It's not limited to them. It's an open invitation. But we did get confirmation from them being there and wanting to be part of this discussion. So it promises to be a very exciting time. I know ladies might ask, you know, can we attend? Normally for these settings, we want the men to be themselves and be comfortable. So we have a limited amount of ladies, like maybe it's going to be 3 of us, but we're going to be on the outside of the room and not in the discussions and being part of the discussions. But the men now getting their space to be open and to connect with each other and maybe to share situations and you know, different things as to how they can help each other and be the brother's keeper.
Right. Now, if you'd like to be part of it, how can you?
If they would like to be part of it, they could contact us at telephone number 727-8231 or at donationfoundationslu at gmail.com.
Right. Well, that's that. And we're getting excited for that. But bearing there, we want to make sure we remind them as well whilst we're here, to, grab the opportunity to remind them of the change of date also for the pageant, which all falls under the umbrella of the Donation Foundation and the Good Deeds, the pageant as well. So when are we looking at for the new date?
It's actually November 15th at the National Cultural Center from 7 p.m. We have 7 beautiful ladies vying for this title. We have Miss Peter Malta, we have Miss Harbour Club, Miss Sun and Fantos, Miss Bon Esprit Villas, Miss P1 Marketing, Miss St. Lucia Hospitality Credit Union, and it promises to be a day of excitement or night of excitement and thrill.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And tickets can still be obtained from?
Yes, tickets can still be obtained from our contestants, which they said it's going really fast. But it can be obtained from our contestants, from the St. Lucia Hospitality Credit Union, from Promotech, at the Orange Grove Mall, and from Tasty Carrots,
Right.
at Rodney Bay. I must also include that we are making arrangements for persons who want to attend, let's say from Viewfort, from Dennery, from Ancillary, from Soufrière. Transportation will be provided. So it's a matter of buying your ticket and let us know that you've purchased your ticket, and we will advise you as to how you get to the pageant and how you get back home safely.
Well, that sounds like a plan. So briefly again, what we definitely came to talk for, we have to go back to just roll out the dates again for the men's seminar, the forum.
The men's forum is happening on Wednesday, 5th November at the Blue Coral Mall, starting from 10 a.m. We're going to have a panel discussion in terms of making men into, or turning men into good men in society. Turning the boys, into good men in society.
Listen, man, we had the awesome privilege of heading on over to the Castries Comprehensive School recently, and boy, were we serenaded. But we didn't just go there without reason. We went there for a reason, although we were very well taken care of in terms of the entertainment. They entertained us very well. But the music teacher there, Leston Celestine, is onto something quite noble, where he's trying to create a music hub so that all students, everybody who's interested in music, can find a safe space where they can come and engage, learn music. They just can get, the exposure that they need to hone their skills.
Come, Mr. Taliban, try me banana. Till I come and we want go.
Well, we're here in the company of the musical director at the Castries Comprehensive School, who's also the founder of Music Hub. And we're here to talk about music. The orange economy, there's no doubt where we're heading with this. A lot of our young creatives are leaning towards that, and with reason as well. We got a lot of creative people in that space. And you here, sir, have seen the need to create a space where students, who are normally don't have the means, to be able to access equipment, instruments, to learn the art of music, to really hone their skills. You have decided you want to create a space where persons can actually access those stuff. This is noble, and we wanted to highlight this. Talk to me.
Hi. So this program right now, it's like the dream of mine is very simple. I want to have everyone to have access to music. No barriers. If you want to try to play a guitar or quattro or drums, you should be able. I think it should be a right. Music is a right, and it's not a privilege. It shouldn't be for the privilege. And if we can do that, and if you can put the instruments in the hand of 100 students, and next year 1,000, and next year 10,000, is what I would like. That's the dream, and that's what we're working towards. And it starts here. Right now we have a quattro program, we have drum program, we have saxophone and woodwinds, and we've had lots of teachers who come in on board to help out and to make it happen. So this is the dream. This is what I'm passionate about, and I just want to see it expand.
Right. Now, there had to have been a track record leading up to all of this, maybe personal wise, maybe when you were doing it, it was a bit difficult, to get exposed as well. What was the driving force behind, erecting such a platform?
Right. So for me, I remember my time, when I started to play. I started at the Central School of Music. And I remember I never got, the opportunity to, somebody just literally invited me to come in. I wasn't formally, I wasn't able to pay. There's no way for me to have paid for lessons at the time. So, someone just told me come in, and then this is how my journey of guitar and music started. And a lot of my journey, I went on to study, and a lot of that was through the help of people who helped me out along the way. If I go into the story, it's just I wondered how would it have happened, and I've traveled to teach as well, and then even that, how did that come about? My entire life has changed because one teacher told me, "Come into the band." That was
They gave you that platform.
That was it. One teacher told me that, and I remember being here in this very room at Castries Comprehensive, and I remember starting my guitar journey, and I remember wanting to learn more. But I remember where do I go to learn more? How do I get better? What is my path to success?
Yes.
You know, and then for me, I want to bridge that gap. If you want to play an instrument, if you want to sing, you can come here. If you want to play bass guitar, if you want to play violin, you can come here and we can take you on that journey. Now that's still a dream, you know. This is a dream, but I'm seeing it like it exists already in my mind. But I want it to be that place. Okay, you come and you can learn and you can be better.
Right.
That's it.
Well, I was saying to you, it's quite ambitious, but not impossible.
No.
And why not? Why not go big with the ideas? Why not have big plans? But what are some of the immediate things that you probably might need assistance? Because there might be people out there who would buy into the program, and you might need every assistance you can get to be able to create that platform for these young ones.
Right. So right now with this program, we have over 100 students currently enrolled in the program.
Right.
And what I've realized is the main equipment, obviously we need. Our drum set at the back here is horrible.
Yeah.
And we need more equipment. But I guess the number one thing to get the program running is the support to teachers. So if we can pay for the teachers to be here, that would be the most important thing in running the program. Like right now, I'm teaching a lot of the programs, but if we can just actually like go on and get support for like a just to teach, just for the tutors to actually to pay them basically, because they need to be sustainable. Right now, some teachers are giving me like their goodwill and they're helping out. And some of them I'm paying from my pocket, like I'm paying them to be here to do it for free, and then which is no problem because the persons who helped me told me pay it forward, and that's me paying it forward as well. However, I think for it to be sustainable, we need to be able to get some kind of way of doing it, which is why we started to try to do some fundraisers as well and try to get persons on board to help out. And I must say we've gotten lots of help so far. Lucille came on board, Siobhan Lloyd, she was amazing. She's the one who pushed the entire thing and started it off. The Mayor of Castros, Ms. Geraldine Lendor, she helped out a lot. We have Michelle Electricals, they helped out a lot with the lighting. We also with the AC that we're in. This is like a dream. We never had that before, and that was from Pinkley Francis and Sixth Car Rental.
Nice.
So they helped out with that, and then so we've gotten so many just help and sponsors and people. Even this wall, this mural at the back, Naja Simeon did this for us, and Saki. So we've gotten help, and I would like for persons. I know that persons there's a need. Right now there's a hole. We do not have a place to send our students to play and do music. And then we're just trying to fill it out. And anybody who sees that need and understands that need, I would love for them to come on board and contact us and check out what we're doing on.
What's the contact?
So right now, you can contact us on Instagram or Facebook, which is Music Hub SLU. Also, you can reach me personally, 715-8494. And that would be great.
Anjibia Tekunues, Anjibia Punues, Anjibia Jampunues, Anjibia Jampunues,
Well, they actually link music and movement. Let's move a little bit with BweelFit Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, St. Lucia? Here with your friendly neighborhood Bweelsterman. Here with the beautiful Tora. And remember that face, remember that name? She's into farming. So when you want your produce and all your local stuff, remember that face. Remember, and if you want the discount when she's ready, Bweels, powered by DBS, and you get your discount. Now today, we're going to show you how to get an explosive car. Come with us. Remember what you need to do. Wake up, say your prayers, defecate, water, and come with us. Let's get it popping. Good morning. Remember, St. Lucia is your 6-minute explosive exercise to stop making excuses. So first, Going to get your mats. We're going to go down on the floor. And we're going to chest stretch our back. And everything you do, make sure you engage your core. So we're going to go in a parachute form. All right? Like we're skydiving. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, and 12. Now, since we got a nice stretch of the back and we stretch the core at the same time, now we're going to go into plank shoulder taps. All right, so you're going to get off the ground and we're going to engage our core. Keep your body as low as possible to the ground. We're going to start tapping. Try to rock as little as possible. Let's go. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Take a nice deep breath. Release your core. Breathe in. So we're going to sit on our thighs. So you're on your mat. Going to sit, lean back, chest out. Hands on your hip. And you're going to suck in, vacuum in your core. Let's go. In and out. 1. In. Hold. Release. 2. In. 3. In. 4. In. 5. In. 6. In. 7. In. Squeeze your lower part. Release. 8. Come on. In. 9. 3 more. In. 10. 2 more. In. 11. 1 more. And 12. Excellent. These exercises look simple. They are. However, they're very explosive. So now, what we're going to do, we're still down. You tired already? You burn already? No. It's okay to burn. You're a BweelFit lifestyle where we get fit and rip even while trying. So the burn is necessary for the body. So you're going to go on all fours, but what we're going to do now, we're going to cross your body with your knee going into your elbow. So your right knee is going to look to cross into your left elbow. All right? Give me a little stretch, back flat, chest out, and we're going to cross on the side. Let's go. 1, 2, same leg. 3, 4. Give a little twist on the side. 5. Yep. 6, 7. Excellent. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Next side. Let's go. 1. So you can see while she's crunching, she's hitting a lat area also. So despite the fact that we're doing core, we're still hitting our lats. Let's go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Excellent. How did that feel? Feeling that more in your lat. Right. So you're hitting your core and you're twisting at the same time. Right. Again, take a sip of water. If you're having your tea, it's all good. So now we're going to do good mornings. No, I am not bowing to y'all on the TV. I'm just stretching my back. Next thing you're saying, Wills is saying, all hail DBS. We're not bowing to y'all, but it's just a back exercise. So, you ready? What you're going to do now, you're going to vacuum in your core. Squeeze as tight as possible. So you can see how the lower, above your pelvic area is sucked in. Back flat, chest out. We're going to go down. And up. 1. Don't really skip it in. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And last but not least, an easy twist. Let's go. 10, 9, keep your core in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. And that's it. So remember, if you want to build, you can do 6 to 8 to 10 reps. But then, yeah, you don't really want to build your core. You want to tone it. So you want to give 10 to 12 to 15. That's 6 minutes. 10 to 12 to 16 to 18 to 20 reps. Controlled. Remember, everybody wants the six-pack, but it's very dangerous if you get a hernia. So you have to take your time to execute these exercises efficiently. Remember, it's a fit and focused lifestyle. And just remember, always to stay fit and ripped, even while trying. Good morning.
Well, there you go. I hope you got up and moving this morning with our little workout session. That's our show for today. And here's what. We're leaving you with something, a little brain food, a little something for thought. Kindness is not something you do. It is something you are. And the minute time you start attaching expectation to kindness, it's no longer kindness. It's now a transaction. So that's something to ponder upon as you're going out today and have an awesome, awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow.